I say why, my lord? A basic student of law knows affidavit has to be attested, sworn before. That question is mentioned. I will take your lordship to that. Para 6 of my written submission, your lordship may clearly see. Because first, let us see, my lord, the affidavit. A person authorized in law. Normally, my lord, in law, my lords know more than me, that affidavit is to be sworn before both commissioners. But our tribunal's rule, practice rule, I will take 93. Rule say authorized is even the advocate. No high court rule or all. But this rule I take, my lord, that is affidavit. 83 is, I have mentioned there, my lord, if your lordship troubles. It is chapter 4, affidavits. Correction. The person authorized to attest. 83, I am referring to 83, your lordship. Affidavit shall be sworn or affirmed before any judicial officer, registrar, joint registrar, deputy registrar of the tribunal, note take. So and so, and estate, or any advocate. The rule 83, and it further says how the verification of the sector, my lord. Identification of the diplomatic 5 bills with identification of the diplomatic. So you have compliant identified, but the council is supposed to say, sworn before me, attested, my lord, but this is not affidavit. So therefore, the effect is, in absence of proper, my lord, no CPC says, you revolt it. But at this stage, this is the basic condition. In view of the seriousness, 4 persons cannot joining together. My lord, I come on the fraud. Today I will assist your lordship. How it is. And then once you do not, my lord, do affidavit is not so. Now another part, my lord, I take. This affidavit doesn't say, my lord, if your lordship, as we are aware, if some association or files the OA, etc., they say, I am outside, and we also, in case of society, this article of or association. But a swambhu person, court may I authorized, but you may file this application, but you have to place on the card the authority letter that is missing. So therefore, my lord, I am seriously taking these objections, and it is not an application. I had taken your lordship to verification, but this is part of my preliminary objection. I am insisting. I have tried hurriedly to report. I will seek assistance and last page, my lord, to say that there is no authority letter. It is that 56 is the last affidavit in the same manner, my lord. And after 56, last one is, so there is no authority letter. Because I quickly went through, so my lord, 2 things. Now, my lord, the declaration, false declaration. I recollect, my lord, many years back when we used to appear there was an application in a similar manner. I take the LSC. driverless application, see, submit, I make a statement with all humility at my command. If driverless applications have affected career of 1.4 crores who are submitted and are eligible, I filed a affidavit in High Court that there are around 1.4 crores. Sorry, man. 1.08.
How many you applied?
1 crore 8 lakh. Sorry, my lord, I stand corrected. वकील का कैलकुलेशन वगैरह पूरा हिल जाता है जब आपके सामने
हम लोग की कुल जनसंख्या 140 है ना, 140 करोड़ में से
1 करोड़ 8 लाख लोगों ने अप्लाई किया है। और इस ट्राइबलस एप्लीकेशन के कारण इन सब का जो केस है स्टे कर दो यहाँ वहाँ, my officers have been made to come here and there. Now see the intentions. Bona fide, I am arguing, my lord, bona fide. My lord, para page 19, yes. I read my the level qualifiers so and so who have been tested. The representations, my lord, I read para 6, my lord, that the petitioner have made several representations. I read for my benefits. The petitioners have made several representations to Railway Board, Ministry of Railway, Ministry of Skill Development, to withdraw the sudden change of minimum mandatory qualification. And as I earlier took your lordship through that, and my lords, the representation part, however, बताइए. 1 minute, my lord. That's yes. Page 42 to 48 minutes. One, this is not that a person who comes to court, I remind myself of the equity, your lordships are exercising power under Article 2 to 6, judicial discretion. And once, what I have learned from your lordship, from my right side and my path, that once he goes to court, go with clean hands and plead all material facts. These are the basic law, pleadings and grant of equity and relief. Then here are the applicants, how they have verified, and where are the pleadings. I will take my notes. DRM, ATR, page 43 for my lords. 42 start होता है देखें. Railway Board Ministry 13/1/2025 को filed by some, my lord, you see, ASTO, Grave, AGTO, my lord, sincerely, I think my Gaurav, Achha, I'm grateful. Then my lord, this is Railway Board. 42 तारीख में 810 contains the so-called representation by the. I have made, my lord, in my written submit, I have more marked the point. तो इनका है गौरव है. I think.
मुझे लग रहा है गौरव है.
हाँ, my friend will say, now my lord, another is DRM. और इन ये है प्रभात. तीसरा जो है ये, और ये किसको है, वाणिज्य विभाग में जाकर के दे दीजिए. ये जो आप नीचे कॉर्नर पर देखें 9 तारीख का रिसीव जो किया है वाणिज्य विभाग. वाणिज्य विभाग इज नॉट द DRM ऑफिस. Then my lord, your student is type copy, your lordship. Next is
DRM Hazratganj.
Hazratganj DRM is not railway board. Even my lord, it is not the railway in law. In law, railway is represented by the general manager. Squarely comes under the fraud category. Misrepresentation, civil fraud, and therefore my suppression of a material document would also amount to a fraud. Here also, my lord, there was a applicant could have challenged my 2nd January. They know in the OA, basically of the list of witness, they could have waited. There is RTI. Say that if you are, but I say, my lord, that was 25 3rd January को पेपर में है, मेरे साइट पे है. But I am supposed to be careful while drafting, filing, making amendments. Then this is not the material fact, my lords will go. The fraud conduct either later what, my lord, then material document would amount to fraud. So this is what your lordship, my lords, one more thing, my lords, no, hardly these are argued here, my lord. Please, para 30 next place, your lordship. No judgment of a court, no order of a minister can be allowed to stand if it has been obtained by fraud, and reverse everything. In the same judgment, Lord Parker, this 28th of December is not an advertisement. It's an advertisement, not an
वो
advertisement.
छोड़िए, पहले first you prove.
My lords,
Mr. Sinha now I think.
my lord, one
It's already
saying ना,
4 o'clock.
ये मैं ये भी कहा था कि हमारा 2 तारीख वाला एडवर्टीजमेंट हमने पब्लिश किया था. इनको भी बता देता हूँ.
That was published. That he is not denying.
Right.
That's why they have approached.
That is
Chaliye,
not a-
now I think the
Yes,
what you need to meet is yes.
No, I'm told to
First,
respect.
no. Main aspect is that you are aware that in the tribunal under the AT Act, under the rules of practice, you have to file the original applications in a particular format.
Yes.
So that format requires that there should be a verification at the end of para number 12. So there is no verification. Then the affidavit which is attached
I will.
cannot substitute. This is his argument. What do you have to answer to that?
I will.
It is not legally
बब्लू कौन है, नीरज कौन है, कौन है ये, राजेश कुमार कौन है?
हाँ, memo of parties are
और
there.
इनका रिप्रेजेंटेशन तो है ही नहीं.
एक का है
किसका बताओ?
मैं बताऊं.
किसी का ही नहीं, जो आपने लगाया उसका नहीं है.
दिखा दे किसका?
गौरव का है, टीआरएफ हजारीबाग का,
उसका नहीं है, उसका नहीं है.
आपका तो नहीं है. ये तो नाम भी गिनती है.
4 ही लोग हैं इसमें.
आप तो चारों में किसी का
मैंने
रिप्रेजेंटेशन
कल देखा, मैं बहुत सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स जिससे मैं थोड़ा टाइम
ये जो आपने हुए को
बट मैं कल रिटर्न में आंसर कर दूं किस व्यक्ति का यहाँ पे रिकॉर्ड. आई विल आंसर
कल नहीं
बिकॉज इट विल टेक टाइम.
ये रिप्रेजेंटेशन की बात तो पिछले डेट पे उठा दी.
निरंजन कुमार, बबलू, मनीष कुमार, राजेश कुमार, इनमें से किसी का नहीं
है. मैं देखिए
और एफिडेविट कहाँ साइन किया.
और ये नहीं, मैंने रिप्लाई कब का फाइल किया है, हाईकोर्ट में भी किया है. उन्होंने आज अमेंडमेंट की बात इससे अब तो लिस्टेड नहीं है. लास्ट में जी हमें अमेंड करो. देयर आर स्टेजेस आई कैन आर्गू ऑन दैट आल्सो. बट आई हैव come up with the myself.
मेरा आपसे क्वेश्चन श्रीकांत ये भी है कि इस ओए में आपका कहीं पे राइट वायलेट हुआ है, अंडरमाइन हुआ है?
यस
आपको आप परीक्षा दीजिए.
उसकी रेफरेंस में भी आई हैव द जजमेंट.
आप परीक्षा दीजिए. आपको तो इसमें डिप्राइव नहीं किया गया.
इफ आई विल,
अगर आपको डिप्राइव किया होता तो आपको लोकल कंडक्ट होता.
इफ आई विल अपीयर इन द एग्जामिनेशन.
1,08,00,000
1 करोड़ 8 लाख
भरा है. आप भी कंप्लीट कीजिए ना. और आप तो ज्यादा क्वालिफाइड है.
नाउ
आप ITI पास है, NCA पास है.
questions will be of 10th level, my lords. It is not a level playing field, my lords.
लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड. आपको यू आर मोर देन द हायर लेवल प्लेइंग फील्ड.
Once the qualification have been relaxed, my question, I totally agree with my, but I'm totally agree with my friend has said that they are the sole authority body to frame the policy. I accept. I admit, yes, correct. But my main case is that their advertisement is issued on 28th of December. They have changed on 2nd of January. So the qualifications which were existing, that is applicable. That is one line my case. Preliminary पे मैं फाइल कर दूंगा. ये
फाइलिंग
first वाला amendment application का थोड़ा सुनना है because that is it's listed my lords today. But it's today listed.
Once it was partnered, listing कैसे हो सकती है?
It is listed.
चलिए ठीक
I
है.
don't, only my one thing will be your lordship decide either way. I don't know. But on both my preliminary objections
Yes.
as well as your query. For the reasons, my lord, if it is decided, I know it will go. So I need that it both should be decided. I'm careful, my lords. Amendment application is listed for today. Kindly have a on the cause these members. That is there.
Once the matter has proceeded for final hearing, on your insistence that there is urgency, in midway, once they have opened their cards and raised all the objections, there is no procedure to file an
That is
amendment.
there. Amendment can be allowed at any stage before pronouncement of judgment, my lords. That is a 5 judges bench Supreme Court saying, my lord.
Yeah,
There is nothing. There is nothing.
My lord, even see order 6 rule 17 says
27 says.
17 नहीं पढ़ा हूं लेकिन
फोटोकॉपी है। हाँ ये फाइल बस लीजिए।
जी मैम।